Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3, welcome back to Mindustry, where I've learned that bosses are the suckiest suckers that ever sucked. Or something. No, I mean, bosses really suck when you forget they're coming and they just come and knock down all your stuff. In fact, it's the point where I think I'm going to abandon the map. If I'm entirely honest with you. I mean, sorry to say it, but well, bunch of stuff got pulled, and I've mismanaged some stuff. I've done what I set out to do, basically, which is like I've been burning everything. I mean, we've got super cooled flamethrowers, incendiary weapon turrets. Wait, why isn't that loaded? Router? There we go. The enemy waves are getting more intense. Though the thing is, not only am I murdering them by setting them on fire oil, I'm also freezing them with the cryo fluid, which is I was not expecting. Look at that! That guy can't actually move, so he's just. I need to check this actually. Hang on. Right, wave. If I give you, if I give it cryo fluid, it freezes the targets. Okay, I tapped into that as an emergency measure, but apparently I can use it to lock an enemy in place. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but good to know, I suppose. There's also the fact that these incendiary things are absolutely awesome. I still need to rebuild the pyrotite systems, though. Let's finish the rebuilding on that, just so it's functional again. But yeah, with the power plant getting knocked out, I didn't prioritise properly for coal and stuff. I mean, I could have been using this to generate oil the whole time with the coal centrifuges, which is 2 coal a second in output, which isn't that high, honestly, but it'd be enough for purpose. So I didn't fully exploit that, and as a result I've been short on graphite, I've been short of silicon, I've been short of a bunch of stuff, to the point where I've built all these extractors and things, but I want to see if I launch, how much am I going to have? Like 1,000 of that, 1,000 thorium. I need multiple thousands in thorium to do much of anything. There are some things like armoured conveyors, which I could get with my current thorium reserves. Fires 3 piercing beams nearby enemies. Swarm. Medium-sized missile turret attacks both air and ground with homing missiles. I think I need to figure out how to get plastinium, which is I've got to be somewhere down here. No, this is the drone side of things. Thorium reactors for power. Thermal pumps. It's over here, isn't it? Multi-press, plastinium. Oh, wait. Oh, I've already got it. And then I can get phase weaver. And then surge alloy. I think might be the last one, because surge alloy, I don't know about that one, but it needs 1,000. That needs 1,000. Yeah, so I need thousands and thousands of thorium, and because I've kind of been shot, I've kind of stumbled a bit, and there's the fact that yeah, so I think I need to make sure I exploit all reserves as I upgrade my tech, and that's probably the way to go about this game, I think. I'll be honest though, part of my reasoning in wanting to go ahead is like just to make sure that I'm not sticking around too long on one level when I could be getting campaign progression and all that jazz. I mean, I never actually bothered to fix the copper lines down here, honestly, and I'm still fine for copper. Graphite though, really bad on. Silicon, same, because I just didn't develop my supply lines properly. And I'm still going to blame the boss for everything, because the boss threw such a wrench in the works. Oh well. That was a learning experience, though. Very much. Because I think while playing with Raz, around Christmas time. I saw a boss in action, but the thing is that Raz knew about it, and he'd made sure that we had massive anti-aircraft batteries and things in place, so I barely even got a chance to see it. That was my first time seeing a boss just like wandering in and going, "Ha-ha! You fool! You didn't prepare for me!" And then, yeah. Raz even told me specifically, build tons of anti-aircraft because we're going to need it. And I didn't appreciate why. That rapid fire salvo. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and, I guess, kind of call it there. Let's run things forward a little bit. We've got like 1,000 thorium in there. Now, it said I had access to the... Here we go, plastinium processor. Titanium and oil. Oh. I could have been doing that all along. I didn't know about it. Okay. That's fine. Sure. Yeah, okay. Fine, let's launch though. I need to get out of here. So, launch all resources, yes. 2,000. A minus, so despite getting wrecked, I'm okay. Barely any graphite though, so that was a huge weakness. Let's see though. I can get a phase weaver for getting phase fabric from thorium and sand of all things. So I can get either that or I can get alloy smelting. Well, extractor, don't have quite enough for that. I could unlock an air blast drill. Thermal pumps, overdrive projectors, thorium reactors, just large solar. Okay. Large launch pad, but that needs plastinium. So yeah, I need to get plastinium rolling as well, as much as I can. But for now, I think it's just going to be phase weave. I mean, if need be, I can launch materials within the mission itself. So that's definitely a thing. Now then, moving on. We have got 3 maps, 2 of them flashing. What do you need? You need Wave 40 in Kratos. Wave 28 in Kratos. So I need to play another round of Kratos. You've got not the materials I'm looking for. Destroy the enemy core in Fungal Pass. Right. Reach Wave 20 in Tarfield. No, wait. No, that's the unlock condition, sorry. And you are... I have no idea what you are. Let's uncover you. You are the Salt Flats. Destroy the enemy core. Oh, you're a combat mission. Destroy the enemy core. We don't have access to thorium there either. So that's... yeah. Leave that one for now. The other one I've got is this. Has tons of resources available. Nuclear production complex. Well, that's kind of what I'm planning to do with it, honestly. A former facility for the production and processing of thorium reduced to ruins. Research the thorium and its many uses. The enemy is present here in great numbers, constantly scouting for attackers. And it lets us bring in a fair bit in terms of material too. Then you... I can't go to you until I have thorium reactors. Okay. Okay, we're going to the nuclear production complex. Let's go. And see what we have to be seen. Snowbound map. Okay. Hopefully there is sand. I forgot to check on that one. There is lava and stuff. There's a massive facility here, which is kind of no longer a thing. Okay. Oh, wow, there's actually a lot of damage. Lots of stuff. I am slightly concerned, however, by the fact that I'm not seeing... Oh, wait, no, there's some sand. Okay, good. There is sand. There's just not very much of it. There is water, but there's not very much of that either. Right, so I think the enemy spawn point is going to be this up here. Yeah. Ooh, there's some... this is actually the rim of a proper base. I mean, yeah, look at this. We've got thorium reactors and cryo mixers and large batteries and large solar plants, and I can scrap a whole bunch of this stuff. What's this? A salvo connected to a vault. Why is the salvo connected to a vault which is not got an intake feed on it? Kind of vault teleport materials? I don't. Let's have a look. See at this. Let's see. The vaults. The vaults are somewhere. Vaults. No, that's a launch pad. The large launch pad, which I think I'm going to be launching stuff in this mission, just so that I can get the materials out of the map. Toot sweet. But I don't know where the vaults are. Oh, I could build heavy artillery ground-based units. Tempting, but no. I'm not even sure where the things. Oh, here we go. Stores large amounts of materials. Right. Used to retrieve items from the vault. Contains a small amount of items. I don't get the purpose of that arrangement there, honestly. Unless there's a spawn zone down here, in which case that is going to be really bad. But up here we have what I think is going to be... There are laser drills on a massive thorium base. Ooh. Which then ran it the length of the map. And this is another... pneumatic drills, but there's nothing beneath them, which was feeding into some salvos. So that's a defensive... a strong point. Oh, there's so much stuff to try and unpack in this map. But I should just get going, honestly, shouldn't I? Take out some copper. There is a lead deposit there. That's not a very good one. Okay. Oh, there's a better lead deposit down here. That'll do, like that. So that's a copper line. Oh wait, that one's not going to work. Yeah, it needs to be offset ever so slightly. Oh, hang on, my phone's actually about to die. Plug it in. Plug it in. If you don't know, because ever since I switched over from XSplit and lost the in-game timer, I've used my phone timer to track exactly when I'm going to be running out of time for an episode. It's like so I know how long they are. Otherwise, I'd just I'd go on for ages and ages, and I'd have no clue. And I found that kind of like don't really want to do it that way, if that makes any kind of sense. Right, like that. So yeah, I wound up just like using that for keeping track of stuff, and it's the only option I've really got since, as far as I can tell, there's some features in OBS that don't seem to want to work with my system, and it's kind of odd that, but it's also par for the course, honestly. Right, so that's a copper, right. Look at me, I'm caring about copper. Who are you? What have you done with the real Iron Mark III? Right, pull that one out here. And we'll just get this lead line sorted out as well. And it's going to have to cross there, so get a junction. Yeah, apologies that this is not the most riveting stuff, but this is a necessary evil of when you restart on a new map. It's just like you've got to get the basic resources flowing again, you know? That's all that. Jolly good. There's titanium and coal and stuff. We will be needing the coal, but that's a bit outside my area at the moment, so. There is, of course, the fact we had massive starting resources, but we do kind of need... We're going to blow through most of that pretty quick. That's okay. All that's running. Now I need to find out. Good, you are not a spawn zone. You are a spawn zone. You are not a spawn zone. I assume that would be the spawn zone in the corner. Are you a spawn zone? No. No, good. Whew. Right, okay, so there is a spawn zone, and it is in a problematic spot, actually. Right here. It's going to be tricky to fortify this one, because it's a big area. That's my issue with it. And also air units can go that way, they can go this way. I think a wall off, like, yeah, what I'm thinking is like a wall off to using this area here. Actually, they can appear anywhere in there. So here, use the choke points. So here, here, here. Those 3 spots. Let's at least get marking down like that. And then they're going to spawn and then go for this area here, which is near a copper deposit, so that's actually okay. And I can get this extraction rolling straight away. I don't care about those 2. Loop. And then defensive guns will be around here somewhere. So that's going to be a defensive wall. Yeah, seems legit so far. I just got to make sure that I need to reinforce, but yeah, here's the issue. I've just run out of copper. And I knew that was going to happen, but that's why I built those other walls out of singles. Because I knew for a fact I wasn't going to have enough just from this. So, yeah. Okay, leave you be for now. Let's double check on our mining operations. They are going... they're going okay. Alright, but we need to start scrapping some stuff just to get some extra materials. Yep, good chunk of copper in these defensive guns. Come on, baby, give me some sugar. Give me that stuff. I'll need defensive guns up here, of course, but that's something to bear in mind for when I can reinforce the area in general. Okay, right. Oops, no. Good. Okay, that's that. I need to reinforce this section, though, because, of course, if this area is too thin compared to that, they'll go for this instead, which is going to be a disaster. So, fill this all in. Oh dear. And then we can try and get some more stuff going. Because there is more stuff to do, of course. We need to get the other primary materials flowing as well, like graphite and silicon if we can. But actually, we need coal deposits for this. Let's see. That's a massive... Maybe I should actually do the fabled scrap operation. Unfortunately, that needs power, though, doesn't it? Let's see. I need a melter and a separator. Melter requires power. Yeah. Okay, so it's not quite feasible yet, but it's going to be something to look at. There's a small amount of coal there. There's a bigger amount of coal here. Actually, oh dear, there is actually very little coal, I think. Unless there's some hiding down here near the reactor core. There is a little bit near the reactor core, but coal is at a premium. It looks like. At least there's not any... Oh, I just got some plasticite from scrapping some stuff. Oh, well. Right. Coal's at a bit of a premium, so I'm going to need to try and do something about that. So let's see. Got those going. How are my drills? Can I build? I can afford to some, but I need for the pneumatics. I kind of need to get. Yeah, I need to get some stuff flowing. So let's see. Coal. There was the coal deposit up here. There's none down there. There is another resource bunker though. That'll have to do. And this will be just like laid down past the sand area. Because of course we've got a few issues with sand availability as well on this map. But we might have to go with the spore press option. Actually, that slipped my mind for a moment there. But yeah, we could go with spore presses to get oil and convert that to coal. And then that would be something we could potentially do. But I kind of want to try and merge together all of the coal supplies on this map, so we have the full coal output available for whatever. You know? I think that's a good way to try and go about it. Okay, so that's that coal supply tapped. Or on tap. Is there anything worth it up here? No, that's just empty space, honestly. That just leaves scrapping out some titanium lines down here. We don't need them. Admittedly, it's like, I could have gone with the whole, I'm building among the ruins of what came before, la-di-da-di-da thing, but it's like, you know what? The problem is that what came before has useful materials. It's easily scrapped. So maybe that's something this game could do with. I suppose it's like there's no reason for me to try and keep existing structures, and this is the fact the existing structures are just like your structures, basically. You know, if that makes any sense. So maybe that's something else that this game could potentially benefit from having. It's like what if this game had ruined structures? Because it's meant to be like in a ruined kind of world. So that might be worth maybe having maybe something putting into it. Maybe there's a mod or something. I don't know. Just random thoughts going through my head. So yeah, okay, that's coming back down here. Of course, it's all depending on the copper lines to get all this stuff built up. Let's also scrap this section here. You're all flowing. You're going. Yep, we are definitely having some shortages of copper. Maybe some Draugrs would be a good addition. Oh, we're about to see what the first wave is going to be like. Let's pop over here and see what's going to happen. Where are they going to go? Are they going to go for these, or are they going to go up here? I think it's a valid question, honestly. Or is it going to be air, and it's going to try and mess me up again? I mean, it did that in the previous map. Nope, it's a single medium. Okay. You, I am not too worried about. Yep. Dealt with. Okay, you're fine. Just as long as I can harvest my coal in peace, I am alright with this. There's also the fact that this power system and all that stuff is... Yeah. Scrap it all. Admittedly, I can't make large solars, so that's... Ooh, phase matter. Well, I think that's phase matter anyway. I wasn't expecting that, but apparently I'm unlocking and researching everything in this place, aren't I? I shall research you by deconstructing you in your entirety, because, yes, why not? I'm going to use the space for something or other, so who cares? I mean, Admittedly, I could use a thorium reactor for power, but I can get steam systems running, so I don't really mind too much. And honestly, part of me is like going, maybe that's wrong of me to think, but it's like, it's also true. I honestly don't care that much. Pop. Come on. I'm not even sure what that reactor's going to give me because I can't build one. It's giving me some. Oh, it's giving me all sorts of stuff. Graphite and silicon were all climbing, as were lead and copper. So yeah, thorium reactors apparently need a ton of materials to produce. And apparently I'm also backed up on my lead line too. But copper is by far and away my weakest resource of the ones I'm actually harvesting right now. So, let me see now. I am thinking we should go for... Oh, we could even build a flipping multi-press straight off the bat. That needs water and power, but it feels like an upgrade, honestly, at the moment. It's something that we don't quite need just yet. If that makes any kind of sense. If it does, then good on you. If it doesn't, then... eh. Yeah. If it doesn't, then eh. And I'm thinking of installing my graphite presses over here. Because I also had a thought on how to lay them out as well. And there's also the fact we need to be aware of water in this map. So no, actually one lower than that. Leave space to install multi-presses afterwards. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a different mix here. Overflow gate and router. And then junction. So the idea here is that we feed coal in along the top. Yeah. And then the bottom is going to gather... It's going to gather up the output. So that's actually going to be reversed like that. And then that's going to be the output spot. And it's going to flow like that. I was thinking maybe putting it here, but if we upgrade to multi-presses, we don't really need any of that. So just along here is going to be fine. This is going to be empty space here. Or I'm going to find something to jam into it. I don't know. But this just feeds straight down into there. And that's going to be my output line for producing as much graphite as I could possibly swim in. And I can expand it further, so I might as well. I mean, what does it need? To make one of these graphite presses, it just needs copper and lead, so relatively simple to do. In fact, I'll just leave it like that for now. And then it just feeds in straight on like that. So that's okay. All okay. We have graphite already starting to flow in the first 20 minutes on this map. And the coal line is going to come like that. There we go. And you know what? We might as well just get titanium going as well, because we have enough spare materials because of graphite, because of reprocessing stuff to get titanium at least operational. So it'd be a waste if we didn't actually dig it all up. So hooray for digging. Let's dig more holes, because that's what I do. Diggy holes. Yep. Can't quite get access to that one. Oh dear, I've messed it up. Right. Need one there. I can't put one there. I can put one there though. That'll do. Drop it across and in, and then we've got our titanium mining going. Jolly good. We need a temporary power plant, which will slot straight into here, actually. So let's get that laid out. Power, ding, power. Overflow gates. Thing. Batteries. It's only going to be a router thing here because I want to make sure that coal is getting everywhere I can get it to. But with this... Wait, no, that's not right. Yeah, like that. So I'm trying to be faster about this, in all honesty. I guess this is going to be an 8er, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an 8er. But that will give us a power core, which will allow us to start operating for silicon presses. Of course, that needs sand, which means it's going to have to be actually it's going to have to be it's going to be relying on that. No, actually, don't I get sand from slag extraction? Yeah, look at this. I need graphite and copper. I'm out of copper completely. But separators, copper, lead, graphite, and titanium. Wasn't there something which could pulverizer? Scrap straight to sand. Ah, I can actually use scrap for sand. Okay, noted. Quick check on the defensive line, which is still holding. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it there. So, yeah. Slightly different approach here, but I think it's going to work out okay for the most part. But this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. As the lines choke with coal. At least I know for sure that my coal supply is being met for the moment. Yeah. See you all later.